years ago, a neighborhood on the Boise Bench was shaken by an arson and murder of a 74-year-old woman. Nearly a decade later, the family of Phyllis Ward is still searching for answers.
Tristan Lewis spoke with her daughter about what these past 10 years have been like and how the public can help. And Tristan, 74-year-old woman, I can't imagine she has a lot of enemies out there that would want to do something like this to her.
Morgan and Brian, her family says they have no idea who would want to do something like that. Phyllis is a retired elementary school teacher, was a widow, and spent a lot of her time with her family. Her daughter thinks about her mom every day, and she still searches for those answers.
I mean, most of this stuff is hers, but or my grandma's.
Meaningful antiques and pictures are scattered around Jennifer Holley's living room. They used to belong to her mother, Phyllis Ward.
She was just a really good mom and grandmother, and just really enjoyed life.
Jennifer says, along with collecting antiques, her mom enjoyed sewing, dancing, and traveling. She and her mom used to do a lot of those things together.
We'd always go to her house. It was a nice giant yard, and we would go sledding and garden and do flower pots, and it was just, it was really great.
And while she has a lot of great memories, painful ones still surround her mother.
It's really affected me for a long time, and I can't believe it's been 10 years, and I'm ready to, I want to solve this case.
74-year-old Phyllis was murdered in her Boise Bench home on July 23, 2012. Police and firefighters responded to a house fire where they found Phyllis's body. An autopsy later showed she was beaten to death.
It just was mind-blowing. I'm like, how could that even happen? And then finally seeing the death certificate that it was, blunt force trauma, and then she was burned. It was just devastating.
Phyllis's murder left Jennifer shocked for weeks. She couldn't wrap her mind around who could have done this to a retired elementary school teacher.
Like, maybe it was somebody that she knew, or I had no idea.
Then another tragedy struck a month later. Phyllis's now empty home was again set on fire and broken into.
How could this person break into my mom's house? And obviously, I am thinking maybe it is connected, and maybe they're trying to cover up some previous thing they did in the house or something they left behind.
After a year-long investigation, DNA evidence connected Stephen Eugene Roberts III to the second arson. He was sentenced to 30 years in prison, serving at least 10 before he is eligible for parole. But investigators say he is not connected to the first fire and Phyllis's death, leaving even more questions.
It was just a random break-in. It was so violating to me that he would do that to our family.
Over the years, plenty of rumors swirled over who could be behind the first fire and murder, but police couldn't gather enough evidence to make any arrests or name any suspects.
I just think that nobody is ever prepared for something so devastating and everything that piles on behind it.
Next month marks a decade since her mom's murder, a decade spent looking for answers.
It's really my hope to sort of bring more attention to this.
Over the last few months, Jennifer put up a billboard in Boise with information about her mom. She is asking anyone who knows anything to come forward.
It is incredibly devastating for anyone. I just would love for it to come to an end.
Jennifer doesn't think any answers will bring her any closure, but it might start the healing process a little bit more. And I asked Jennifer if she and her family will be doing anything next month, as it does mark that decade since the murder. They don't know yet.
Tristan, this begs the question, do police have any more information? Obviously, this is a cold case, but are they still looking into it?
Yeah, so I did contact Boise Police to see if there was any new information that might have come past the past 10 years. Yeah. A lot of that information they said they can't release at this time, but Jennifer says there is some new information, and again, she couldn't go into specifics just to keep everything clear and make sure nothing's tampered with. Yeah.
It sounds like they're on the right track, though, maybe. Okay, all right, Tristan Lewis, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Tristan. If you know anything, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 208-343-COPS. or Boise Police at 208-377-6790. You can be anonymous when you make those phone calls.